some of the actual newer DLC out there for Season Pass 1. Eventually there will be a Season Pass 2. For now we're just going to call it Goof 3. So, yeah, using the Season 1 path. So, we've got mass transit, we have disasters, we have the snowfall. um, so this will be kind of just set up as a something just for the heck of it. And I am using Shady Strands just because I know it's an easier map for me to kind of build on. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, so we'll go ahead and create this roundabout here. And then we'll use alright, there we go. Boom. And I'm not too worried about creating a cross path here, because they can just continue to flow through there. One thing I will do though is I will upgrade this from a 2-lane to a 6-lane. So with that, and that will certainly help things. Okay, so with that. Now we're still going to use large roads, and we'll still use the one-way roads. We're going to go ahead and we're going to come out, oh, about 12, 11, 12, and we're going to come up, that, come out 20, drop back, down to about here, there, this one in if we can. Okay, let's try a straight tool then. There we go, finally. So that will let us have maybe not as much room for certain things like coal power plants, oil power plants, but it will let us keep that heavy traffic going. We're going to go ahead and keep the 6 lanes going here for the that. And we'll go to small roads. Bam. And going down. That's good there. And drop that in like that. Boom. Next, water. There would be those who say, oh, well, you need to have the power figured out first. And that's kind of true. But no point in... Alright, so let's put the power plant down. That's going to be the most expensive part of this. So we'll drop that there. And we're going to go ahead and drop our... We're going to put the piping together. So those are connected now. And we'll drop that like so. I'm sure guys like Move the Mouse have said in their other videos from what I've seen. 440 is the sweet spot to have bare minimum overlap. It doesn't quite work out that way unless you have... So we'll go ahead and go here. Go ahead and drop down the 440 again. And come on. There we go. Going 90 degrees off of that should give us near perfect overlap. So we will get a little bit more done with our piping once we have the money. Mainly because when we start getting disasters either naturally or say someone requests them for some silly reason, I'll have less of a chance of losing. Oh man, come on. There we go. So we got that. If I'm not mistaken, yep, we are only cutting off a very minimal amount of that, so there we go here. Boom. 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 Next we get to our zoning. So keep this to the smaller streets. And I'll have to go through before I start everything up and make sure that I don't have any. Alright. I do have one kind of connection street there, but that's mainly just because I want to make sure that I have. So there's that. There's that. And this is going to be our kind of our and so yeah, we'll leave that off of there. Go ahead and get this in here as well. little bit of a dead zone, but that's fine. We will leave that like that, and we will come up around this side. That'll be the last we do there. But now, okay, now we start dropping in all this, and that'll expand out as we get that opened up. Boom. And that will drop there. Use our selecting tool and kind of pull that back just a hair from there, because that's as far as I'd want to get right there, having basically one block and maybe two blocks there. And now we start seeing, oh yes, that's one thing else I gotta do, go through, look at all the intersections and go, yep, don't need. And this is a one-way street, well, set of one-way streets. So we've got that. So we have a ton of residential demand that is filling up quickly. Spreading the power where it needs to go from there, which is always good. Yeah, they're not happy. Now they're happy. That's good. We have a little commercial that's gonna hopefully pop up right in here. And then, yep, started up there on Main Street, on kind of the main thoroughfare through the district, there. Now, where are we gonna have the... Alright. Oh. So that gets that squared up. We are definitely meeting our demand, and we are shooting through the roof with our very much quickly rising. And because this is on shady strands, our milestones start at 440 and work our way all the way up to 75,000. Now, if you're on one of the, say, mass transit, or disasters, natural disasters, or snowfall maps, it is 90,000 is the highest one. This is basically a base game type deal. No DLC map. So, as we are now quickly getting things in order, alright, we are definitely getting our demands met very quickly, and we are definitely picking up the pace here. So probably would put a hydro dam down here with some... If I did want to move the industry up, I would probably need to be ready to change that into a clover leaf, or at least a 4-leaf, and at least do a roundabout right here versus a T intersection, which is a little hard to do with this. So, still losing some money, but we are going to rapidly hit the 440 here. Opens up taxes, loans, need for us to provide garbage, healthcare, and education services, and the building that things that go along with that. Okay, so we're gonna pause this, Go to our economy tab. Pop all these taxes up to 12%. Look at our budget. So we got no budget there. So our roads. Okay. So we'll go ahead and take our first loan, which gives us quite a bit of money. So let's look at trash first. Where do I have? So yeah, definitely don't have a whole lot of space to work with on this one, because of using 6-lane roads. I can go up that, and that still keeps the mainly in the industrial side. So I will continue to expand into industry probably this direction, and when I can, I'll flip it over to the other side. Probably when I get the tile to the directly on above where I'm at, towards the heavily used intersection right there. That's where I might move it over, and I might put industry where it's got 2 points of contact onto and off of the interstate, maybe even more. And so we've got that, so now we need to provide healthcare, and so let's go, let's see, where can we drop this? Let's drop that right here. And the elementary school will drop right on the other side of that. So that will increase our budget, will make people happy. I still have plenty of money that if I wanted to, I can expand residential, which, looking at my zoning, I still have some unused spots here on the base of it here, so that makes life a little less complicated. If I really wanted to, and I probably should, just for the time being, go ahead and mark that out for residential there as well. But when I do, you know what? Yeah, I get that. Alright, so looking at the electricity very quickly. Okay, so now I can basically get rid of all that. Cannot quite get rid of this, because if I wanted to, I could sneak a train through here if I really want to, especially if I move this into a 4-leaf clover. So still gotta expand. Yay. But let's hopefully I can get. Okay, so I'm still waiting for some spots over here to fill up to meet our residential demand. Building has a hold up. Yay. Very good, very good. So commercial is still growing. Residential is growing, and we are about to run. We'll get that out of the way. Okay, so we've got that. We will go ahead. I don't have road maintenance depot yet. We will go ahead and take this. Boom. 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 Alright, so one of these bad boys will drop in. So we're actually going to drop this out kind of like that. That might seem a little strange, but I do eventually want to go ahead and move some residential over to that other side. So that will just kind of open that door up a little bit better. It does mean I will have to work down this way to shift my water pumping stations further down here. I might actually move the pumping stations all the way down here and make that room for that. Okay. So with my rising need for that, so we'll go ahead and here. So we will go ahead and we will drop you like so. And come over. So just waiting for the money to come in, which should not be too hard. And I'm just kind of grid this out a little bit to maximize our space. Alright. There we go. So before we get in too much trouble, let's go ahead and come right here. Water that. We'll go ahead and come as the money comes in. Try and get an idea where we're at. 140. So I will be missing a little bit of space here. I'll have to get a little bit of redundant pipe. That ain't bad though. Boom. So we'll get that nice and covered. So as we continue to spread the very carefully spread inching down, so as we come up the money, we can drop that in. So let's drop that there, and this will drop us in like that. And then we move to zoning very quickly. Fill. And we'll go ahead and fill this all in for residential at the moment. Probably won't put that there just yet. Anything there right now just because. I might put commercial there just as a micro shopping mall right there early on. Okay. So one thing I will definitely need to do. Power. And that will spread the power there. One thing I will definitely need to do is take another loan out here soon. Because... oh! And speaking of second loans, and I actually won't need to take a second loan per se, but I will be dropping a second one in. Yes, some might say, well, you got plenty of capacity. I have plenty of capacity right now. That is liable to change very quickly. Alright, so we got that second powers in. Okay, so let's look at policies real quick. Smoke detector distribution. Nothing there I can use. Nothing there I can use yet. Okay. So now we're providing police. That one I will actually need to take a loan out for, so we'll go ahead and take this loan, pay this one off, and retake that one. What's up, Mr. Studios? Welcome aboard. Yeah, just kind of doing this. This is going to be kind of a creative type deal, not a challenge one. I recently got the season pass for #1, so I have access to all the roads that come with that, like the tram tracks and asymmetrical 3-lane road, to having access to disasters. Oh, yeah, I've been playing a lot more online, or offline. Just kind of goofing off. Just kind of messing around. Yeah, we ain't gonna do that just yet. But, well, we got that. We need fire first. So we'll go ahead and we will drop that in over. That actually provides pretty good coverage right there off of that road. So we'll go ahead and we will also then drop in this bad boy, if I can find a good space for him. Yeah, the one-way road is not really that good of an idea. We'll drop this guy. Yeah, and that will probably be something I know, I'll have to get that cleaned up eventually. I'm just trying to get this kind of started right now. I may change that later on when I have the money, as well as a couple other functions in place. So since I've got a whole bunch of that, we'll go ahead and bring that out. Because eventually this intersection here that's a giant T intersection here will probably be turned into a cloverleaf, and I'll probably just go through and rip all this out and try something different there. Oh, no problem, go for it. I'll see you later, man. Stay safe out there. And watch out for flying meteors. Or slabs of bacon. Pota. So. Alrighty. So what's our water? That? Okay, we're good there. So no. Tank reservoir access shit. Boom. So I'm just gonna do the zoning first before I start this back up. So. When I reach 2,400, we'll receive access to all the highway stuff. Which is what I definitely need. Alright. As well as access to a short radio mast, as well as emergency shelter, which I'll start sprinkling throughout the area. as well as the tank reservoir and disaster response unit, and the medical helicopter depot, definitely. So yeah, definitely gonna see how this goes. But let's see if I can last that long. We are getting more residents like crazy. And we've got that growing and that growing and growing. Yeah, I know. I've already got the medical clinic in play though, so. Alright, so. Definitely keep adding to the money, and we are still definitely commercial space to grow with, so we'll let that grow first. Got that. As well, still that room too. Okay. Huh. Very strange. So that works a little bit better now. A better flow. Okay. Alrighty. So definitely, like I said, I want to move industry out this way. So I want to really kind of probably move it over here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Alright, so there we go. Because I want to move my industry up this way so I can start working towards getting some coal going on. Okay, so I am in need of some that, so we'll go ahead and large roads. We'll go ahead and expand this out to here for now. And that one's gone through. Okay. So then we'll go ahead and drop this. Drop that through like that. Space there. Nothing major though. circle again. So D-zone you right there. Straight tool. And spread the water. Let's take these pipes. The road not covered, but we'll go ahead and just do that just to make sure that's nice and covered. And now we we'll do the zoning here. Small park. That. So I am actually behind on my capacity there, and that's going to be making life a little more difficult. So I can kind of make this as a one-way point here. Yeah, that's one thing I look at first. Get rid of that. So all these. Cover that. And there's that. And now we are having. Let's look at info views. So electricity I'm doing just fine on so far. Huge demand for that, so let's go ahead and get that. And let's go ahead and get that zone. Fill that in. We'll go ahead and go that. Bam. Okay, so that's a little messy on the zoning there. Yoink. Okay, so alright, so water. Once again. Spread the water. Zoning. Yeah, because that will eventually probably buy that tile and that will fill out, so. There's that. Alright, so we have now access to a bus, tram, taxi. We can buy another area. Recycling, recreational use. So now we have access to highway options, which are definitely going to be something to add in here. But first things first, let's go ahead and drop in pay that now, take a loan. So it'll take me a minute to get this car back. Okay, so we're now slowly building up our population. Areas, we now have the option to buy another one, so info tabs. Let's look at the natural resources in the area. So if I go north, I can do some farming over here. Go forestry over there. Definitely do some farming over here. But that is ore, and I can actually go ahead and get that right now. I can also buy another tile and get that ore industry going on over there. So we'll definitely go ahead and do that. And it is one of the main things I'm going to have to worry about here. And, bus, tram, ship, and taxi. So we'll go here. We will go ahead and paint a district, size up. Inspect. Alright, so W. So CY we will have recycling and parks and recreational use. Alright, so that will make that a little less complicated. I know I'm getting deeply in the red here on this, so I'm going to drop another one of these bad boys in, which will get me barely into that spot there, so I'll go ahead and drop another one down here. To make sure I have plenty of availability, and I am barely... Okay, so still I'm having problems with businesses not having skilled enough workers. Okay, so like I said, I've got this over here marked out. So we're going to go ahead and mark this out as large road with some one-ways. No, we'll go ahead and just make it large roads. You know what? We'll expand that over here. Industry, farming, or yeah, that's going to be the specialization over here. For where I'll put industry over here, will be that. First, we're going to expand that. Yes, the tank reservoir. Definitely learn about those. Once I get money for it in any case. Oh, Lord. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's not to be tied into the pies, which isn't hard to do. Okay, so we're waiting for that to come through. And actually, we won't wait for that. We will go ahead and we will... Okay, so it is 20% full. We'll start emptying that. Because I'm going to move it all the way down here. Move my power plants down here. I'm going to de-zone a bunch of this stuff over here and make this all commercial over here. So, yeah. Speaking of power, I would need to drop another one in it anyway, so I'll go ahead and drop this bad boy over here. Let's see, where is that? Power plant. Relocate the building. Okay, so it will be a while before I move that. Alright, so I have to get that 15,000, but I will see you guys later. So, stay safe out there, guys.